Want to get your hands on some sports cards?
Hell yes!
You're in the right place.
Good morning. Is everybody ready?
Welcome to the weekly Target Watch on Schultz's Card Pull.
What is up, sports fans? Thursday, April 21st, we're doing the dance again here. Hoping for some sports cards on Target.com here on Schultz's Card Pulls. Definitely been a bit of a bunk week as far as restocks go, but appreciate everybody hanging out. What is going on, y'all? Welcome on in. Appreciate it. 3:57, a couple minutes late. Not gonna lie, I'm just a bit sleepy, but all awake now, ready to go. Was just a couple of minutes slow getting stuff set up, but we are here ready to go, guys. Close to 4 a.m. What is up, everybody? I know that a lot of people don't think there's going to be a restock today, and understandably so. You know what? But I'm here to hang out and here with y'all just in case they decide to switch it up, because, guys, who knows? And as I say, every single day that we're on and there isn't a sports card restock, you know, everybody knows right now what the schedule's going to be like. Yeah, it's every other Tuesday, guys. Shut up. There's not going to be anything happening today. Shut up, you idiot. Well, at some point, Target's going to switch it up, so we got to be ready. But what's up, y'all? See Brad in the chat. Who dat dog at ya? Poi, what's up? Evan Jones, all day. Carolina Rippers. Scotto. Just in time. Popcorn Culture, Chase Cards, TFTV, Prophet Montana, Wayne, JC the Lawn Care Guy. What is up to all y'all in the chat? And I know that there are a bunch of you as well. Obviously, not just chatting, but hanging around. So I appreciate every single one of you also. How you doing? Hopefully, we can see something and Target changing something up this week. But I don't know. It's not looking likely, but we'll be here hanging out, guys, through the hot zone. Just in case, of course, we can talk sports cards and how to be ready for, of course, not just restocks on Target.com, but other websites as well. Even though yesterday was just an absolutely terrible drop on Walmart.com for the manual user. And I mean, I'm sure that bots scored a few boxes, but it just doesn't seem like there were that many boxes in stock on Walmart.com yesterday. And it was just a bunch of the standard stuff that we've seen, other than like some contenders blasters, I think, for the first time on Walmart.com. Other than that, it was all items that we've seen before and that went out of stock fairly quickly. Just didn't seem to get a chance, at least much of a chance, manually at those items. I think a few people kind of sprinkled around here and there, scored in the Discord yesterday on Walmart.com. But yeah, that was it, guys. So we are just about into the hot zone here on Schultz's Card Pulls. Looking to see if there will be a sports card restock this morning on Target.com. And the last card item that I saw restocked on my Discord Card Snipers monitors, guys, it was a Sylveon Heroes tin. Looks like it's a Sylveon VMAX Heroes tin for $24.99. That was restocked, looks like this morning or yesterday morning at like 3 a.m. So, I don't know. Who knows? Something could be happening. And the hot zone is upon us. We got the hot zone happening for the next 50 minutes, baby. Hoosier Polls, what's up? Says morning, Schultzy. Just in time says Bulls, baby. I cannot believe the Bulls won last night, you guys. If you don't know what I'm talking about, a couple of insane games in the NBA playoffs. I mean, this is just some of the best entertainment. If you guys are bored, you're looking for something to watch, you got to turn the NBA playoffs on, because, oh my goodness, you're missing the best must-watch basketball, must-see TV around sports that I think is happening this time of year. And it is full-on, really, really good games. Very physical, just like you would expect out of any playoff game. Nothing soft like that, although I do see somebody saying that a couple of players are soft, which, I don't know. I don't think they're wrong, but a lot of NBA players are very highly paid, so they complain a lot. That's just the way that it goes, although, trust me, it does annoy me too. But the Bulls, guys, getting over on the Bucks to tie the first round series there. 1-1. DeMar DeRozan, 41 points. Are you freaking kidding me? I am shocked that the Bulls beat the Bucks on the Bucks home floor to gain home court advantage in the series. Just unbelievable. Unbelievable that Chicago was able to do that so early. And then on top of that, guys, a couple of other games in the NBA as well last night. Very entertaining, at least in my opinion. The Celtics over the Nets, 114-107. And a nice and rowdy, of course, with Doc Rivers frowning right to the end, playoff game between the Sixers and Raptors, and the Sixers looks like they are going to take it fairly easily, guys. They lead the first round series 3-0 after a 104-101 OT win over the Raptors. A pretty spread out effort on the Sixers end. Tyrese Maxey, James Harden each with 19, of course. Joel Embiid leading the way with 33. And I must say, if anybody wasn't in on OG Anunoby before this game, or for that matter, Precious Achiuwa, guys, coming off the bench for 20 points for the Toronto Raptors. Get your OG Anunoby cards and Precious Achiuwa cards right now. Right now. Because even though they lost, I still think that they are going to be absolutely just stars in the NBA for years to come. OG already is, and Precious Achiuwa just stepping up at right time, right place, having that emergence that Jalen Brunson is, kind of like CJ McCollum did a few years ago for the Blazers. You love to see a very talented player like that having his coming out party in the playoffs. That's the way that usually the best guys that get the best contracts usually end up, at least when they, at least most of the time as of late, that maybe weren't expected to do as well, or that are kind of being waited on by a team for their performance to get so much better. The playoffs seem to be the place to go for that. Kirst says sports betting tip for everybody. Take Durant over 3.5 turnovers every game. Bad odds, but free money. All right, there you go, Kirst. Appreciate it, brother. I'm sure the odds are probably like minus 200 on that, but something, at least a tip that you could make some cash on. So appreciate that, Kirst. And this is, that is entertainment purposes only, not investment purposes. I should mention that. Brian Lawhorn says, this is the best playoffs we have had in years. Rookies are balling. Yeah, the NBA is stacked this year. And, man, no Portland Trailblazers. I must say, it's pretty sad to see that Damian Lillard fighting injury and then just kind of shutting it down for the rest of the year with no roster really to play around him. And, obviously, the Blazers trying to tank for a draft pick at this point. Sucks that they're not involved in this, but I must say, as an NBA fan, as a basketball fan, this is what you want to see. It is good for the game, and it is good for the sports card hobby. Let's be honest. It is good for sports and the hobby in general. SSC says, yo, Schulte, I opened one of my NFL Contenders blasters, pulled a Jamar Chase rookie ticket swatch, variation auto redemption. I was so shocked. SSC, congratulations, man. That's a massive pull. That's got to be, that redemption, I think, it's like a $300 card at the minimum. Congratulations, brother. A variation could be even like $500 or more. Oh, wow. Congratulations, SSC. One of the few but very awesome hits that you can pull out of Contenders football, so rip at your own risk there. And speaking of Contenders football or any other cards for that matter, guys, we're not seeing anything happening as far as a sports card restock on Target.com as of yet. I will let you all know when I see anything popping up. But unfortunately, nothing on the monitors, nothing on the back end right now. As always, we can go over what cards are in stock, and I see a bunch of other people checking in the chat, guys. Charlie said, Schultz, I sent you an email about sponsoring the channel. Charlie, I just opened that and read that 2 days ago. I apologize. I know you sent it last week, and I will get back to you very soon. I actually just, with moving and stuff like that, I had like about 30, maybe 45 minutes yesterday where I was able to kind of dive in to what that product is. And dude, I appreciate you. I'm going to get back to you on that. I apologize that I was just able to like get into like what the website is and what product they offer, but I'm definitely interested. So I'll get back to you, brother. I just, with moving and everything, it has just been nuts around me, but I appreciate it, Charlie. Thank you for saying that in the chat, and I will definitely get back to you shortly, brother. But honestly, I'll just be blunt. I was not able to review exactly what products you offer and what you guys, or what that company was about until yesterday for about 45 minutes. But I appreciate you, man. Really, really do. Tommy Two Dimes says, worst officiated game of the year. Nets got hosed in that game. Yeah, but they're already down in the series. I mean, I know it's a turning point, but when you're looking at Boston v. New Jersey as of late, I know it's a turning point. It could have been 1-1. They could have grabbed home court advantage there, but 7 points by the end. The officiating wasn't too great throughout the game. I understand that, but guys, the Celtics are just balling. Come on, the Celtics are just balling. Maxi cards to the moon. Yeah, hold your Tyrese Maxi cards. Get them graded. Buy those. They are such a good price right now. Do not sell those things, guys. Tyrese Maxi cards, all kinds of parallels. Shoot, I think at a Donruss Optic, I probably pulled like 5 different colored parallels of Tyrese Maxi. I'm so excited to send those off. I was just going to say, you know what? I think that's a good SGC card. Get those in the tuxedo slab for $30 a submission. But no, now I'm trying to see if somebody else has like a PSA membership submission for $50 that they can get in, and I can add a few of those too. Or I can get my own PSA membership and just do it myself that way, because Tyrese Maxey and a PSA slab, I think in a few years, is going to be very, very valuable. Sal says, I don't care if the Bulls lose to the Bucks. I'm just glad that we didn't get the broom. I mean, that what a game last night. What a game, man. DeRozan going off for 41. That's exactly what it is all about. Prophet Montana says Portland should go after Donovan Mitchell, team him with Damian Lillard. And I love that idea, but do you really think that Utah is going to give Donovan Mitchell up, especially now that the Blazers don't have somebody else to offset that loss, of scoring and leadership like with CJ McCollum? I understand Donovan Mitchell's been unhappy in Utah. I get that. I know that him and Rudy Gobert have kind of been going at it. Honestly, I think since before the whole COVID thing and before Donovan Mitchell felt disrespect there. But, D. Mitchell to the Blazers, unfortunately, just not realistic. I don't think the Blazers have the assets. It would have to be, if I were Utah at this point, if I'm smart, guys, if you wanted to come knocking on the door about Donovan Mitchell, I think the starting point is 2 first-round picks and a star. I don't mean like a mid-tier serviceable guy off the bench that it's going to score 10 a game. I mean a star. I don't mean a superstar, but I mean a star in the NBA. I think if I'm Utah's GM, that's just how I would personally do it. I'd be like, that's the starting point right there. A star in the NBA. So a star of your team, whoever it may be, and then 2 first-round picks. If you want Donovan Mitchell, that's the starting point. And I guarantee you that it may not be exactly that, but it's going to be somewhere around that, and it's going to be really hard for any team to want to give up those assets unless you're maybe a little bit more loaded, like, say, the Toronto Raptors. But do they need a guy like D. Mitchell? Any team would be happy to have a Donovan Mitchell on their team, of course, but it's all about that trade-off of assets, you guys. It's all about that risk-reward. A trade could set your franchise back for years, or it could send you to the NBA Finals and make you look like a genius, one of the best NBA executives ever. So, it's kind of the risk there. Popcorn Culture says Jordan Poole cards are on fire. Totally Schulte, such value with Precious Achua rookie cards and parallels last year. Yeah, grab those refractors, those prisms, guys. Grab those colored parallels that are numbered of Precious Achua. And to be perfectly honest, it seems like to me that there are a lot of cards that are super undervalued right now in the market. So if you guys do have, I know that we're in, and by the way, no sports card restock happening as of yet on Target.com, guys. Not seeing anything as far as new items popping up on the website yet. I'll shut up and let you know if I see that on the Discord monitors or on the back end of Target.com, but nothing yet, unfortunately. But yeah, guys, I really think it is a buying time. If you do have that extra cash, if you are in on some, even like a LaMelo Ball or Anthony Edwards, I do think that if you've got some money that you're willing to spend and put into those guys, now is the time to buy. Now is the time. Yeah, Tommy Two Dimes congratulating SSC Pulls on his massive swatch variation auto of Jamar Chase. The Slick Rip says Jamar's been so fun to watch this year. I agree. SSC says, thanks, Tommy. It's on eBay right now. Yeah, baby. Get that money. SSC. Get that bag. Sal773 says, morning, Brad, Schulte, and everybody. What's up? How you doing, Sal? I asked, or I saw that you were asking earlier about OT breaks coming up on Sunday, and I think I'm going to be adding like a cheaper NBA break coming up this Sunday. Maybe something else, but for sure I think I'm going to be adding like a budget NBA break, so keep looking out for that. But yeah, guys, breaks coming up this Sunday, Schulte'sCardPulls.com, where you can buy spots, and we do have, I think we're getting close to sold out, at least in the basketball break, but we've got a ton of fillers available in the football break, as well as like 10 or 11 full price spots in that. And like I said, we're going to be adding a budget basketball break as well. Going to have a lot of giveaways going on, so check all that out, guys. Schulte'sCardPulls.com coming up this Sunday. The Slick Rips says Caruso's the key to Bulls having success. Yeah, when he's not getting tripped by Grayson Allen. D-bag. Grayson Allen sucks. Brian says, Danny, don't get mad. The Suns may not make it to the next round. I think they're going to make it to the next round, Brian. Don't you worry about the Suns. I know. A lot of S talking. I was surprised that they were able to, get New Orleans even tied with them in the series at 1-1. But who knows, guys? It's a 7-game series. New Orleans has to play 3 more games like they did the other night. So let's hold off on saying the Phoenix is going to be out of the playoffs there, Brian. I understand you don't want them to be there to face off against your Golden State Warriors. I understand the bias, brother, but just hold on. Phoenix is still really good, bro. Really good. Yeah, Draco, unfortunately, nothing backloaded right now. Cursed says minus 135 last night. I'm assuming you were talking about that's the number on the Durant over 3.5 turnovers. That's actually not bad money. Yeah, I actually might take that. That's actually a good idea. Scotto says Durant choked. JL says Nets taking it in 7. Or no, Nets and Celtics going in 7. Justin says the Bulls are going to take it in 7. Victor Quick says, good morning, Schulte. Victor, how you doing, man? Good to see you, man. Jay Bird says, mad the Fanatics tried to play me. How mad they made it possible for me to win the Donruss raffle, but not the Mosaic. Sorry, Jay Bird. I would assume that a lot of people entered the Mosaic raffle, but not as many people entered the Donruss raffle. So a lot easier for people to win that. But I apologize, brother. I apologize, man. I understand that feeling. It sucks when you don't get the cards that you want. If it makes you feel better, Jay Bird, I went 1 for 3. I got the Mosaic Fanatics Blasters, but not the regular Blasters or the Fanatics Megas for Mosaic last week. A couple other people sounded like they'd had a lot more success. Didn't seem like a lot of people went 3 for 3, but a lot of people in the Discord and here in the chat went 2 for 3, so good for y'all. Justin Time says Mitchell for Zach LaVine. I don't know, man. If it were me, I wouldn't do that trade. That's just me, Justin. That's just me. Grizzos Card says, morning, Schulte. What's going on, you guys? Good to see everybody in here. And make sure, guys, as always, I do ask that you smash that like button. It does help me feed a couple of kitties named Pikachu and Eevee. Really, really appreciate it. Helps the channel. Gets YouTube to send this out to a ton more people. Y'all know how this works. We live and die by the algorithm and how YouTube promotes this. So if y'all hit that like button, it'll send it out to a ton of more people, and then we'll get the community just growing. Like, hopefully we can turn into some kind of like massive community among the sports card hobby someday. That's the goal. But that would be awesome. So with your guys' help, please smash that like button. Siski Whiskey says LaMelo Ball will be a Laker before his career is over. Buy in a couple of months during the dip. LaMelo Ball, I mean, even his cards seem to be down right now. So I would call those a buy. I think that is probably one of the easiest buys in my opinion. Is he overhyped? I would say possibly a little bit. But I think it's worth it. And I think that LaMelo Ball right now in the dip, those colored parallels, and even some of those numbered parallels, pretty cheap. And I'm not talking like Chronicles numbered parallels. I'm talking like true numbered parallels. LaMelo Ball, those prices seemed astronomical a few months ago. Now much more attainable. So check out those slabbed cards. Macamania 808, what's going on, man? Says, what up, Schultz gang? How you doing, brother? Good to see you, Macamania. Sal asking, by the way, was anybody else happening to get the Fanatics raffle that was able to purchase 4 blasters and 1 mega? Oh, I should have purchased 4 megas. I lost out on the regular Mosaic, but that's fine. Oh, bro, that sucks. So yeah, basically you had enough cash to get blasters galore, which the limit was 4 per item, and you grabbed 1 mega because, yeah, I think they were 60 or 70 bucks a piece, and yeah, buying 4 of those is a lot more expensive. So you ended up getting the 1 in the raffle. I mean, hey, 1 is better than the foot in the butt, brother. Congratulations on getting 1, but that is a frustrating feeling. It's like, why didn't I max out trying to get all of the best version that I could? Dang it. Brian says, it doesn't matter. No one will stop the Warriors. No one will stop the Warriors. Good baseball last night, too. My Mariners guys picking up another win. 4-2 over the Texas Rangers. Julio Rodriguez getting an RBI single. Those Julio Rodriguez cards are going to be going up. I know it. They're already high, and I personally think even with that high ceiling that they're already getting near, they are going to creep even higher. Logan Gilbert, by the way, basically has almost nothing of an ERA, so check him out if you guys are looking maybe for like a waiver pickup or want to trade with somebody for a pitcher in your fantasy baseball leagues. Gilbert is probably a good pitcher to grab for the Mariners right now. Randy Timms, does anybody get an email for the Fanatics WWE Prism yet? That's a great question. Randy, I did not enter for the WWE Prism Fanatics Blasters, but hey, who knows? Who knows? Maybe some people have heard. It took me a bit to, I think it was like the end of the night that I finally heard about the Fanatics exclusive Mosaic Blasters, hours after a bunch of people in the Discord had said they had got their emails. So yeah, it sounds like it's kind of random and you could get it at any time. But yeah, that's a great question. Larry Percy, what's going on? Says, hey, Schulte, how's the move going? Larry, good to see you, man. I am a little stressed out because of the move, but it's going well, actually. Essentially, everything you see in the shot behind me, I've basically left up, for the sake of the studio and for the shot. But everything else, like off to this side, like the entertainment center, is gone. All of this extra stuff, like all of the mementos on the wall that you can't really see on camera, are gone. A lot of the stuff from the closet is gone. I mean, so just this studio has been cleared out. We've got a lot of the downstairs area that we've taken all the smaller stuff over already. So I appreciate it, man. It's going well, but stressful as ever. Stressful as ever. Moving right now. Actually, this is going to be, guys, the last Target live stream from this studio. And then finally, the last live stream from this studio on Sunday. Excited to have that happen, but also very excited to move to some new digs and get moving on up in the world and make this studio look just a little bit more aesthetically pleasing to the eye and a little less like a bedroom. Sal says, thanks, Schulte. It was on a credit card, so I could have went a little higher on the amount. Wait, Fanatics sells WWE Prism. Yeah, Fanatics had some WWE Prism blasters, and I believe they were Fanatics exclusives for $34.99 the other day. And the drop, just like the Mosaic football and every other product that's been happening on Mosaic, or on Fanatics, lasted 24 hours. And I don't know if people have gotten their emails quite yet for that drawing. But I also heard, guys, that the Fanatics WWE Prism blasters were a super limited number, like less than 4,000. So if that is true, then obviously your chances, unfortunately, super low at grabbing those. But that is unconfirmed. I don't know if that's like real information. I just heard that, and I'm trying to pass it along just to maybe temper people's expectations. So I don't know if that's true, but I did hear like less than 4,000 of those WWE blasters were stocked. Who Dat Dog Hat just is moving on up to the east side. To a deluxe apartment. Okay, I can't sing more of it because I'll get copyrighted, but yeah. Clegg says, imagine voting for anybody other than Embiid for MVP. Well, a lot of people are looking at Jokic, man. A lot of people are looking at the Joker. Curse says he's moving east so he doesn't have to get up at 4 a.m. to do this, LOL. No, I'm moving to the same town, so I still have to get up at 4 a.m. to do this, guys. Still have to get up at 4 a.m., unfortunately. All right, 4:20 Pacific time. Speaking of the time, in the early hour that we are all sitting in right now, 7:20 East Coast time, 6:20 Central, 5:20 Mountain. Appreciate every single one of you hanging out here, guys. Schulte's Card Pulls, doing the weekly Target watch. No sports card restock as of yet on Target.com, unfortunately. I can let you know if I do see anything, and trust me, I will. I'll shut up. I'll stop talking basically immediately and let you know what's popping up on the monitor. But we have not caught any new items as of yet this week. So at this point, guys, we got about 29 minutes left in the hot zone. And of course, if we don't get a restock in the next 29 minutes, we can pretty much guarantee that we'll see a restock next Tuesday, at least in my opinion. Bet my car on it, baby, if we don't see a restock coming up here in the next half an hour or so. Curse says, does anyone win with those Donruss Megas? Yuck. You know, the Donruss basketball megas, I know that they're a little bit undersold, but I think for the price point and, you know, with obviously no guarantee for an auto, but with how expensive the hobby boxes are and how much you have to spend for a guaranteed auto, I think the mega boxes do have value. There's a lot of cards in them. And obviously with the laser parallels, you are able to pull some pretty decent hits. So it's not guaranteed, but I say if you want to rip Donruss basketball, that is probably one of the better formats to do so in. If you like all those base cards, obviously that's going to give you a bunch more of those. But yeah, all those set collectors obviously are going to like that. But I don't know. I like Donruss basketball and the mega box and what it offers. As long as you go in understanding, what it actually is. It's just a lot of those base cards and then a small chance at a big hit. But even if you spend $400 or $500 on a Donruss basketball hobby box, even one of those autos, or two, or however, I think it's 2 or 3 autos in those Donruss basketball hobbies, a lot of those end up being bunk. So why not spend, less than an eighth of the cash and just hope for a good auto instead of pulling a good auto, but it's just crap, or pulling an auto, but it's a crap auto, not a good one. Asa, appreciate it. Says, just fix the like button, guys. Slap it. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, guys, anybody that is just checking in does help me feed a couple of kitties named Pikachu and Eevee. Yes, they are named after Pokemon, and would really appreciate your help spreading the love, getting the channel out there as well. And you can do that by smashing the like button. Yeah, just checking the monitors. Again, no sports card restock as of yet from Target.com, unfortunately, this morning, guys. But we're hanging out. We're having fun. Paul says, keep up the good work, Schultz. I appreciate that, man. Trying to, guys. Trying to keep you entertained. I would hope that it's a little bit more entertaining listening to me and watching me than just refreshing the website, not doing anything. And speaking of the website, yeah, we can go over exactly what is in stock right now. Got those Super Bowl champions blaster boxes. I not really understand why those come out every single year, but if you guys are Rams fans, I am a Rams fan and I am not buying that. But if you are Rams fans and you're super into the Super Bowl memorabilia and anything that says Super Bowl champions, that you can grab it. But yeah, there you go. $29.99 in stock on the website. Then you also have opening day blasters for $19.99. Chance to pull some decent cards out of there, albeit a very, very small chance, kind of like Donruss basketball. We got those blasters in stock for $24.99. Heritage Target Megas, they do not come with the Chrome exclusives. They come with the red border exclusives and the Target Megas, guys. $49.99 for that. The Heritage Blasters, $24.99. OTE, the controversial blaster that I personally think people should avoid, like the plague, is in stock at $19.99 right now. Topps Chrome OTE. You got Topps Baseball Series 1 for 2022 at $19.99. You got some Pro Set football, guys. 2 autos per box if you want to take a chance at that, or rip something that's got a guaranteed auto. I wouldn't recommend it, but there it is. Rookies and Stars sets finally gone, guys. $149.99. Those eventually went out of stock after like a month of sitting up there on the website. You got the mega boxes for Topps Series 1. If you're looking to rip Topps Series 1, this is the format that I would recommend you rip. That is definitely the ticket, guys. The biggest chance, and Striker Breaks broke it down super well, but the biggest chance at parallels coming out of these mega boxes, as well as the most amount of cards for your buck, $39.99. Such a good price for that. You got the Flux basketball sets still in stock at $149.99. I'm not necessarily sure I would buy one of those at this point. $19.99 for the hangers. Those are out of stock, though. And then other than that, guys, we got some Contenders basketball blasters, and then I believe we have some Contenders football blasters also. So, and don't forget about the Donruss basketball mega boxes that we were talking about earlier. Other than that, maybe some sprinkled in Donruss Optic basketball, some some Donruss Optic baseball, and some Prism baseball as well. And looks like that's going to be it for what's in stock on Target.com. However, there are items to grab if y'all want sports cards. Jeff Rad says, anyone know where the Contenders football megas are coming from that are on eBay? The Contenders football megas that are on eBay are probably coming from in-stores that just got a super early stock in this week, like at Walmart's or... I I wouldn't even be shocked. I'm not surprised if like some Targets were even carrying contenders at this point. I would not be surprised. All right, guys, got about 24 minutes, maybe 23 minutes or so left in the hot zone. Beast in the beauty break says no drop. It's definitely not looking likely, unfortunately, but hey, you know what? I'm here hanging out, try to entertain y'all, try to answer questions, talk about what is available for you, and see if we can have some fun going into your Thursday and the rest of the weekend. If you guys are looking to get into some breaks this weekend, I mean, yeah, check my website out, schultzescardpulls.com. But as always, I don't think Run Good Life is streaming this week, but he'll be back live next week doing breaks, and they're going to be fat per usual. You got Hitman Rips running breaks tomorrow night. I think Chi-City Pulls, he isn't doing brunch breaks because he's actually moving as well right now. Pretty crazy that we're moving at the same time, but if I'm not mistaken, I think Chi-City is still running some Thursday night breaks, and then, of course, I will have mine coming up on Sunday. Michael Trin says, Walmart had Mosaic Football Megas. There you go. Yeah, Walmart had Mosaic Football Megas, but not really contenders that we're seeing. Chase said Topps had WWE for years, wasn't being touched. My store had a limit of 2 yesterday. Barnes & Noble had contenders Football Mega Boxes. So we're seeing them at Barnes & Noble. That makes sense, guys. Go to Barnes & Noble. Ta-da! You'll find a Contenders Football Mega Box. And those do come with a guaranteed auto per box on average, of course. Per box on average. So you could get Panini, you could get some points, but at some ventures, points are better than an auto. And with those, kind of every once in a while, those exclusive silver packs or donut parallel packs, or, you know, kind of the exclusive Panini website release packs that sometimes you can only buy with points. Having those points is super valuable. Ness says, when can we see Eevee and Pikachu? I don't know, Ness. We could probably bring Pikachu in. It just depends on if they're cooperating or not in the morning. It's a lot easier to bring them in when one of them's in a super good mood and they're just kind of hanging out and willing to sit on my shoulder. If not, then they're just going to kind of scratch at me and then try to run away. So I can see what's up this morning. We can try to do something. Curse says, Ben, there was a drop last week, just not very big. Poke Joe says, tonight 2:30 a.m. Dougie Breaks running his 7-year NBA playoff break. Woo! Poke Joe, appreciate that, brother. It's friggin' sick. Are there any spots left in that one, Poke Joe? That sounds like something I'd want to degen, man. Holy crap. Sal says, my brother used to work at Allstate Arena, and I got to go to WrestleMania 22. It was awesome. Still got my souvenirs. Congratulations, Sal. That's a fun event to remember. Man, that's cool. It's always cool to hold on to your tickets from those events, guys. Looking back, they will hold some memories. Appreciate it, Beast and the Beauty. Says, it's all good, bro. Just glad to hang out, man. Mr. B says, do you think Topps Archive that went for $70 yesterday was worth it? I do, Mr. B. Talking about the Topps Archive, I believe those are the boxed autos. You get like one encased auto in a box, and that's it. Mr. B, I do. In fact, I actually think I'm going to Topps Archive for $70. I think that I'm going to buy 2 and review them for the channel, just hoping that I pull some sick, crazy, you know, Ronald Acuna auto or Wander Franco. The chances, you know, well, actually, with Archives, I'm not sure that they contain rookie cards. It could be just veterans and stuff like that. But either way, those are a fun rip, and you can pull some super big hits. And obviously, you know, classic names, Pedro Martinez, Ken Griffey Jr. I'm sure Ichiro Suzuki for my Mariners is in there. So that's why I would want to rip Archives, and cross my fingers that I would pull just something sick like that. Cross Waffle asking if there's anything yet. Are we there yet? Anything yet? Well, that's what's happening right now on Target.com, brother. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, crickets this morning. We haven't heard or seen anything on the back end or any activity yet on Target.com this morning. I do apologize. I wish that I could tell y'all something different. It's 4:31 Pacific time, but you know what? We got 19 minutes left in the hot zone, so we'll hang out for another probably half an hour or so. We'll let you all go, but hopefully, guys, hopefully we see a restock, but I don't know. Every minute that passes looking less and less likely. Mr. B says, the Topps Archive sold out already. Yeah, I'm going to have to check at my local hobby shop to see, man, if it were $70 and it's already sold out, it's probably going to be something closer to like $100 a box at my local hobby shop. So maybe should have tried to grab those for 70, Schultzy. Dang it. Missed out on that for sure. SSC polls, it was cool though, because the dark match and the reigns that we're talking smack to each other. And Chase Cards says it's priceless, but not 480 when it cost 100 a few years ago. The year that it switches, it went up to 400%. Gosh, man, yeah, the way that prices go in the market is absolutely nuts sometimes. I do agree. Grudge Man says the flip market is over. Pretty much everything that's not off the cuff with potential scarcity, talking like the premium releases like Prism or Select or Optic or Mosaic. And even with Mosaic, guys, the flipping potential, I think maybe like football megas from Walmart are going for like $100, but at, $60, that price point, even if it's like 110 or 120, you're still maybe looking at like $20-30 maximum profit per box. You can't live on flipping a few boxes like that every week. And good. That's you're not supposed to do that. You're ruining the freaking hobby when you do that. So frustrating that continues to happen, but hopefully we will see with these prices going up, but we will see that eliminated completely. It's been eliminated to a certain point, but hopefully it gets eliminated completely. Michael says, caught wind of you talking about a new studio yesterday. What's up with that? Yeah, Michael, I'm moving on, man. I'm moving to a new house, so I'm going to have a new setup, new digs coming up next week. This is the last week in this studio. And then I'll have the last break coming up in this studio on Sunday. Oh, Godzilla Sports, dude. I appreciate you. A $10 super sticker says the #1 fan. I appreciate you. Godzilla Sports, man. Shoot me through the heart with those super stickers and those super chats, you guys. I appreciate you so much. So much. You guys really do. You warm my freaking heart. Oh, man, you guys rock. Thank you so much, man. $10 super stickers, #1 fan. Thank you, Godzilla. Appreciate you, brother. You guys rock. Justin Roper says Mosaic Megas are everywhere for $80, actually. There you go. $80. Boom. So whether it be Target or Walmart, Justin Roper kind of proven, at least my opinion, wrong. I guess that's kind of like eBay top of the line prices if you are willing to pay. Some of those have sold for near that, but yeah, sounds like it's pretty easy to get your hands on it for $80 and maybe slightly more than that, but even still, the profit's basically gone at resale. Basically gone. I mean, $80, even at $50, guys, with fees, you're still looking at, what did I say, like $9 to $15 yesterday? $9 to $15. That's a win. That's exactly what those flippers are hoping for. $9 to $15 profit per box. Bada Bing Breakers Club says, so eliminate scalping by raising to scalper prices. LMAO. No, but Bada Bing, one thing that we got to address as far as the stores raising things to flipper prices is inflation, man. Blaster boxes have been $20 forever. Mega boxes have been $40 forever. You, at some point, are going to see hangers and fat packs as well. I mean, at a $10 and a $15 price point, if you stay there for a long time, of course, it's going to seem shocking and it's going to seem really crappy when those prices go up initially. But seeing a blaster box at $30, guys, I understand. I'm willing to pay that price. Walmart pushing it a little bit at $34.99, but the mega box is at $50. I'm willing to pay. Once again, Walmart pushing it a little bit at $60, and then yeah, Meijer. I agree with you there, man. That's ridiculous, and they shouldn't be just charging flipper prices. But it has been one way to eliminate the flippers, and unfortunately, I mentioned this yesterday. Stores are kind of forced to do that, because you see those dynamic profits that aren't coming into your account as the store that's originally selling that item, and you're like, what the hell? Something's wrong with this, and you got people knocking on the door that are investing in your company or that are leading your company saying, hey, what's going on, man? The C-suites notice that kind of thing. That matters. So they're going to raise those boxes if they see people paying that price on eBay to that price in their store, because people will most likely still come in and pay that price in their store and not on eBay. I mean, it's pretty simple, man. It's economics, and it's how a business responds, so it is what it is. Tommy's Break says, what up, people? Good morning, Schulte. How you doing, Tommy? Good to see you, brother. Thanks for checking in, man. Ben says, Mosaic Megas, $80. You hit a LaMelo Rant parallel, still can't even cover the box. Retail boxes going up. Individual cards going way down. Yeah, Ben, unfortunately, with the market right now, mentioning this, the cost of eggs, the cost of bread, the cost of gas, the cost of milk going way higher than everybody used to. So it's not just sports cards, but it's any kind of hobby, music, any kind of instrument that you were like saving for, that you wanted to buy, like this sexy new guitar coming up here soon. You're not putting as much money into that fund. You're not doing as many, vacations. You're not going to as many concerts. You're probably not even at this point, and I'm not saying everybody. There are a lot of people that, if you live at a certain income level, you're not recession proof, but you can take the hit more than others. $15 more, $20 more a gas tank may not affect people, in the higher six-figure income level or $100,000+ income per year. But there are a lot of people out there, guys. The average household income in the United States, I think, is just under $80,000 or $90,000. So there are a lot of people that are affected by this. And raising prices of just everyday essentials, unfortunately, means less money for sports cards. One of those hobbies, one of those fun things. And that, with the prices that we're talking about at the stores going up because of these stores missing out on those profits, at the same time as we're seeing these prices for other everyday items going up and the money not being put into singles, so those prices going down, it kind of leaves that really crappy gap that we're seeing, whether it be retail or hobby for that matter, guys. Hobby boxes at thousands of dollars or hundreds of dollars don't make as much sense anymore because the resale value, even on the big hits, isn't matching the box value. So it's a very weird market out there right now. Jonathan Amaya says inflation is as bad as it can be. Yes, it is, man. Inflation, guys, it is. And I'm not getting political here. I'm just stating a fact. Inflation is at the worst point it's ever been. And everyday essentials have cost more than they ever have and raised more year to year than they ever have in the United States history. So you got to be diligent. And with people being diligent means, unfortunately, less money on singles. And as we've talked about many a time, the sports card single market specifically, not even the box market, but the single market is heavily based on what people are willing to pay. And if you are willing to pay a price for a card, that's going to be the market price, guys. But if somebody, for instance, on a Trevor Lawrence, I'm still in a yellow mosaic parallel of Trevor Lawrence, it at the start of Mosaic's release, I think was like a $60 to $80 card. Now it's down to like a $30 to $40 card because that's what people are willing to pay, no more. And unfortunately, that's what we're dealing with right now. Ben says, thanks, Schulte. You nailed it. You're welcome, man. It's so frustrating. CMM says, Schulte, a flipper in denial. Oh, here we go, man. Schulte, a flipper in denial. Like that's, we could talk about that all day. I am sitting here trying to get y'all cards at retail price. So that alone disproves your point. I literally get up at 4 a.m. and yes, it's for views too. Shocking, guys. Like people that say that, oh, you just do it for the views. That's like accusing a car of needing gas to run. Of course I do this for the views, but I am here. I am trying to get you sports cards at retail price. I am not buying boxes and then selling them to y'all for $60, $70 a box for a $30 box. I would never do that. And if you think my breaks are flipping, and if you call that me being a flipper in denial, I champion you to go look, see what's involved in my breaks, see that you can win a slab in pretty much any one of my higher cost breaks. You've got the bounty going on. There's so much value. There's so much value there, and the combinations of cards that I really like that are unique. Where else are you going to find that? And that's the reason why breakers like RGO, Hitman, Tri-City Pulls, it's why people come to us, because we've got our own ideas and we've got our own favorites and we've got our own things that we want to throw together and ideas that we want to do. And just like other guys on YouTube like Stryker and Tommy's Breaks does breaks as well, all kinds of people out there that can put their own unique spin on a gamble, essentially. And some people would rather, get into a break and pay for that spot and hope they get a big card that way rather than buying a box. Or instead of buying 4 boxes, they buy 2 boxes to rip themselves, and then they spend that other money that they would have put into those 2 boxes on a break. So, Georgie J says, Schultz, loving it. What's going on, man? Chase Cards says, it's a great way to stream daily, honestly, but you're also entertaining, and it's a good way to help spread the word. I appreciate you, Chase. Thanks, man. Yeah, I just try to take advantage of a need where I see it, and obviously with JR leaving later in the summer of 2021, it presented, with Matrix Sports Cards, basically scamming, it presented a need in help for sports cards at retail price on Target.com, and that is right up my alley. Happy to do it. Seth says, we're also paying for entertainment. You do. No, that's the thing, man. It's like going to a casino, and if you notice, guys, my breaks are advertised. Even up in the description, it says buy into breaks here. There's the little slot machine emoji next to it because it's a gamble. It's a gamble. It is it's literally like walking into a casino. And so is opening a card box. Any kind of thing that you do with sports cards is going into a casino. Ben says, Schultz, the people that's been here with us from the start, knows what you do for us. I appreciate you, brother. Ross says, you do you. Don't sweat the haters. No, I appreciate that, man. I'm not really sweating them. I'm just trying to make sure that people understand and that I'm transparent as possible because I don't want people. I know I'll be accused of, oh, you're a scammer, you're a flipper, but I will fight that every time, and I will come at you with facts. I will come at you with receipts. So all you keyboard warriors can sit there and keep coming at me every week with your stupid insults and your half-baked, thoughts like, oh, you're dumb, you're bad for the hobby. Like, why? Why? I'm here putting in the effort, making sure that that you have all the info possible at your fingertips to get cards at retail price. Doing the best that I can do. I really am. And I appreciate all of you that are here and that do appreciate that. And a lot of you, even if you're new coming in, or you've been here a while, you understand that the value in the hobby and people getting cards at retail price really does make a difference as far as the sustainability goes and keeping people in, because you're going to go through peaks and valleys. You're going to go through times where singles right now, and it's unprecedented with how low, those prices are because of inflation just basically raising the price of everything else. But so the essentials are up and all the other fun stuff and vacations and hobbies go down. This kind of access keeps cards fun and it keeps the hobby sustainable, because buying a box at $30 and, basically knowing that you're not going to get your value back unless you get a halfway decent hit or get close to that is a lot easier to swallow if you're able to get it at $30 as opposed to $50 or $60. Brian Lawhorn says, Bucks have a better chance than the Suns. Clint says, you have better chance of making money at a casino, LOL. Yeah, I don't know about that, Clint. There are some very, very dumb people that walk into casinos thinking that they got the system, they got it covered, that they can figure it out. They can outwit these guys that have algorithms working. Nope. Sports cards really is a chance. It really is. Sports cards is really just super random and just essentially a chance. Casinos are built-in profit centers. And of course, Topps and Panini have built in the way that they've released cards and kind of set us up to chase the dragon every month with new release, have basically built in their profits as well. But yeah, casinos, man, it's a lot riskier. It's a lot riskier, at least in my opinion. But it's all a gamble. We're kind of talking about the levels. It's like talking about it's like how crappy a movie is at this point compared to another one. It's all the same, but it's different. True Shoeman says, preach, brother. I appreciate it. Jose C says, good morning, my man. Like always, appreciate the company on this morning drive. What's up, Jose, man? I appreciate you. I'm glad that I'm able to provide some entertainment and some company, and hope that morning drive isn't taking too much out of you, brother. Especially before a day of work, that morning drive, that morning commute. I know how that feels, and some mornings you don't want to be sitting in that car. You don't want to be sitting in that car. But I appreciate you, Jose. Jesus says, don't sit on sealed product forever. Rip your S. Fire Sauce is overprinting BS that's going to end up in landfills. Yeah, that is what Panini has been doing, unfortunately. I know Topps has increased their print runs as well. It's obvious, but the way that Panini has just been shamelessly sending out, like untrimmed or crooked cards in their retail boxes, just not even giving a crap about quality control and knowing that people are going to buy it anyways. It's obvious what Panini's doing to us. And once again, I will ask this question today one more time. Has anybody seen any public comment from Panini in the last 8 months besides Tracy Hackler, who isn't even with the company anymore? Has anybody seen any communications besides him going on Sports Card Investors channel talking about the kids crates, about their print runs, about what's going on in the hobby? Because even around Christmas time 4 months ago, the print runs were obviously increasing. Sports Card Investor could have asked him about that. He didn't. And in my opinion, it's dude, I will ask him. I'll say this to his face. I'll be like, why didn't you ask Tracy Hackler about that, bro? That's such an easy chance for you to ask that. And so many people in the hobby care about that. And I really champion you because he has that access to him. Hold his feet to the fire, brother. Hold his feet to the fire. It doesn't matter if you lose him or not because he eventually left the company anyways. So you treating him, with a lot of cushion and giving him some easy softball questions and not really allowing fans or sports card collectors to actually get some real answers or to at least hear Panini executives stumble over their words trying to give us an answer to questions, that we've been asking for years that they just don't have. It sucks. I wish I had, the platform to do it. I'm getting close to 15,000 subs. Panini doesn't care about me. Panini doesn't give an S about me. Are you serious? So it would just be nice if Sports Card Investor and the people that have that access could hold their feet to the fire. Because once again, I ask, have you seen any Panini executive coming out back to a year ago now, talking about the situation that we're in, talking about the status of the hobby and the status of their company? I don't think so. Brian Lawhorn says, no drops. See you next week. My birthday is Saturday, and all I want is a son's L. Well, Brian, congratulations on your birthday coming up, buddy. Happy birthday. Appreciate you. Hope you have some fun. And just for you, man, just for you, I hope the Suns lose, okay? Just one game, just one more game, though. But I promise you, even if they go down to the Pelicans, I really do think that they will win that series regardless. All right, guys, the hot zone is about to expire. I would appreciate it. Please hang on out, guys. We're going to be around for another 10 or 20 minutes talking about the hobby. But if you decide to head out, please, if you haven't yet, smash that like button. It does help me feed a couple of kitties named Pikachu and Eevee. Almost 450 of you in here right now. And if just a fraction of you hit that like button, could get me closer to let's shoot a goal. Shoot for a goal of 300 likes today. Would really appreciate that, guys. And yeah, unfortunately, the hot zone expires as I say that. And we officially see no sports card restock on Target.com today, looking like it is going to be next Tuesday coming up. So that will be, let's see, it was April 12th. This is the 19th, so that'll be the 26th, guys, April 26th. Looks like we are going to see the next restock coming up on Target.com. Since we did not see one today, I would bet my car that we are going to see, and we can show you the sports card drop calendar right now. Can show y'all exactly what dropped last and show y'all, hopefully, the normal schedule that we will see resumed next Tuesday for a restock on Target.com. Ross Mathis, his sports card investor, is the Gary V of trading cards. Dude is only in this for the tax write-offs. Jacob asking, Schulte, is Topps Big Leagues just total trash? Yeah, guys, do not buy Topps Big League. Do not grab Topps Big League. I would highly advise against that. I would highly recommend that you stay away from Topps Big League. Do not grab Topps Big League. It's a waste of money. it's a waste. Michael asking if there's a card drop tomorrow. Unfortunately, Michael, there has not been a Friday card drop in quite a while. Actually, I think since about a year ago, because they figured out, Target did, that Friday card drops just make it too easy for bots to score a bunch of product. But even with Target trying to combat the bots, I don't think they want to set it up for like a Friday restock where everybody knows. But see, I'm not sure if that's the case anymore, because they've been doing the same scheduled restock every other Tuesday now for basically 4 months. So, you know what? Who knows, man? My logic has been proven wrong before, and it'll be proven wrong again. Just make sure I will not be live streaming for Fridays, because we haven't seen one in quite a while. But make sure you're ready. And if I do happen to see a restock on a Friday, of course I'll jump on. But Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays have been the days that we usually see restocks happening on Target.com. Wayne says, I've been in here long enough to know that the flippers will be the guys in 20 years. Try to sell 2021 boxes like the guys did back in the 90s. That's why you see cases of 90s stuff. And rant, LOL. You know, Wayne, I agree, but to a point. 2020 football will never be like that, because the prices are already insane. And the scarcity of it is just nuts. And the number of rookies that you can pull that are valuable, it's just really hard to get your hands on. And the hobby box prices and the retail boxes and the mega boxes are just nuts through the roof. You can't find them anymore. So some of this product is not going to be like junk wax era level stuff. But I will agree with you, Wayne, that in 20 years... some of these flippers that are sitting on like 2021 Contenders football boxes or 2022 Contenders basketball boxes, when I'm walking around at a card show with my future kid, or just getting some coverage for the channel or whatever, or doing an interview, or see that there, I will laugh my booty off. I will absolutely laugh my booty off. High Claw Machine says, did you guys hire movers or did you do it all yourself? Talking about us moving to a new house about a mile and a half away next week. We are kind of taking all the smaller stuff over, like ourselves, and the delicate stuff, and then we're hiring movers to do the bigger stuff. And also with my hernia, guys, I can't really lift anything heavy, so we really, on top of that, because of risk factors there, have to hire movers also. So... Jacob Fields says, smash that like button. I appreciate it, Jacob. Yes, please do, guys. Does help me feed a couple of kitties named Pikachu and Eevee. Wayne says, that's what I meant, y'all. Have a good weekend. Appreciate it, Wayne. Check you out on Sunday. And, guys, do check out, got some breaks posted, Schultz'sCardPulls.com, if y'all are interested getting in on some, I think are some really, really good spots. We got a Chronicles football hobby box in our are really, really awesome. I think it's a $99 per spot football break, but it's loaded. We've got a select mega box as well as some Mosaic and a clearly Don Russ hobby in that one also. We've got some spots in our basketball break left also. Dunk Cards, what's going on, man? Says, I'm late. Sup, guys? How you doing, Dunk? You didn't miss anything, bro. You didn't miss a darn thing. No sports card restock on Target.com today. Unfortunately, missing out. Target letting us down. Just making us wait, doing the whole 2-week thing again, letting us down. CMM says, flip more cards and get surgery. CMM, I'm fine, brother. I've got medical insurance. I'm all good there. I've got a consult coming up. The soonest that I could get in for a consult was like mid-June. So unfortunately, it's going to be like just under a couple of months before I'm able to get surgery on that. But hey, no, I'm good, man. Sell more cards and get surgery. I don't need to sell cards to get surgery. I'm okay. I appreciate the thought. But no, I'm good. I got medical insurance. I'm fine. Chet says, go on Whatnot. Some breakers make 8 to 20K a night overpricing their breaks, and the degens buy it. It's pretty ridiculous. Yeah, that's the thing, Chet. I'm not surprised that people are making that kind of price and per profit per break, I should say, and at the prices that they have on there with the bids that go as high as they do for some spots, it is pretty ridiculous. And I do try to set my breaks at a pretty reasonable cost. I will always, I know I'm always going to get crap like, oh, you overcharge, or oh, you shouldn't be doing breaks unless you get stuff at wholesale. Like, no, like everybody's going to insult me. Like, whatever, it's fine. You know what? Build the following yourselves. Do some breaks. I will buy in, and if you think you can do it better than I can, then put your money where your damn mouth is and do it. I'll buy a spot. Show me up. Let's go. Just stop coming out with your words, please. Show me. Show me, guys. Brian says, Panini cashing in now because 2022 draft quarterbacks are not good. Nobody wants RPAs of offensive linemen. You're not wrong, Brian King. You're not wrong at all. Yeah, it sounds like that. I mean, it's not just Panini cashing in because of that, Brian, but Panini's literally going to be out of the hobby in 2024, 2025. So it doesn't matter what the draft classes of the next 3 years are going to be for football or basketball. Panini will be printing and printing and printing and printing. And once again, anybody hear Panini addressing this publicly? No, you just see their social media putting out posts about when the next product is dropping. You don't hear them addressing customer service issues. You don't hear them or hear about them talking about what's going on in the hobby. Nothing. Absolutely nothing, and it's ridiculous. Jesus Christ, does anybody catch WWE in stores this week or nah? Not that I've seen Jesus Christ cards, but I can keep my eye out. And honestly, maybe a couple people in my Discord saw some just regular, I think it was like maybe UFC, so not WWE. So yeah, I always get those confused. But yeah, saw some UFC, but not WWE Prism in stores as of yet. Ben says, Schulte, your breaks are once a week on Sundays. Yes, sir, Ben. Yeah, I had to push. Just wasn't feeling great this last Sunday. Had a really bad headache. Essentially just turned into a migraine throughout the day and was not able to do much. But yeah, push that off to next week. And I'm going to add some kind of probably like a budget basketball break to that. But yeah, every Sunday, 4 p.m., Sundays with Schulte, running some breaks. And I will have a ton of giveaways coming up for this Sunday's break as well. Excited, guys. We got all of our boxes for that ready to go. Gonna have a lot of fun. But yeah, check it out. Spots are available. Schultz'sCardPulls.com. Clint says, welcome to corporate America, Schulte. Yeah, Clint, you're not wrong, and it bugs the living S out of me. You know, I hate fixers. I hate those people that are hired to paint a narrative for people. I hate that the media doesn't ask harder questions. I hate that when they do ask hard questions, that companies like that and corporations are allowed to just slip it off with either a no comment or, well, you know, we are committed to our customers' experience as collectors. Like, imagine Panini right now. Like, well, you know, they wouldn't actually address customer service. This is the statement they put out. We are committed to customers' experiences as collectors, and we value their business very highly. Like, that's all that they would say. That's all they would say. That's it. We're committed to you guys. Like, and it's like, BS. You are not. You don't answer anything. So you're not wrong, Clint. And that is one of the things that bugs me about corporate America. It's one of the things that I really wish that weren't so acceptable in our current world. You know, no blame, no public association with anything of wrongdoing of corporations. Just that eats at my craw. That is something that just bugs the living bleep out of me. So can't stand it. Clint says UFC Prison Blasters were at Barnes & Noble this week. There you go. All right. So Clint letting us know, guys, Prison Blasters are appearing at Barnes & Noble. Looks like Barnes & Noble getting some good stuff. Some Contenders Megas do contain a auto per box on average. And then some WWE Prison Blasters, guys. Check out your local Barnes & Noble or you be missing out. All right, 5 a.m. Pacific, 8 a.m. East Coast time. Going to be on here for, guys, another 10 minutes or so, and then we'll get on out of here. I appreciate everybody hanging out. Unfortunately, no restock this morning, but happy to stay on with you a few more minutes, entertain you. Seems like this is mostly my regular crew, but if there are some newer people in here that have questions about like procedures and how restocks work on Target.com, if you have any questions about the hobby you guys want answered, I would be happy to break any of that down for you or help you all out. Please, one more time, smash that like button, guys. Trying to get to 300 likes for this stream. We're at 240 right now, so we're close. It does also help me feed a couple kitties named Pikachu and Eevee. Troy says, ever since I've gotten my red card, there's not been one single drop with any items that you need a red card to purchase them, LOL. Dude, I'm so sorry, Troy. But hey, if you're using that red card, you still get 5% off. So you do get some benefit out of it, Troy. You don't get nothing. The 5% off really does go a long way. As well, guys, as well as with each purchase with a Target Red Circle account or a red card, you get like dollars that you can apply towards your next order. So after buying so many sports cards through your red card, you can essentially get like an order of sports cards for free. You know, if you save it up to like, $80 or $100 of credit, it's really, really beneficial, guys. And along with that 5% off, I know that it's frustrating that you have to use a red card, and then all of a sudden when you get it, oh, all the items aren't really red card exclusives. What the hell? But the 5% off and the earnings that you can put back towards the purchases on Target.com really do make it worth it. I'm telling you guys. K Bacon says exactly why people love what Elon Musk is doing. Yes, exactly, guys. Elon Musk trying to blow Twitter up, turning the de facto public square essentially over on its heels and trying to take over and bring it back to just kind of more normal sentiment. People kind of just how they used to be is kind of what Elon Musk is essentially saying by wanting to buy it there. But kind of along the same lines, guys, I just don't like how corporate speak rules the world. And yeah, I agree. It is why Elon Musk is basically being applauded by almost everybody, because everybody, not just me, hates that corporate BS and hates that corporate speak. I mean, come on, Panini, come on out, say something to us, do an interview or two, talk to collectors, admit that you're just collecting profit till 2025 and trying to get out of there. I mean, the fact that you guys hide in your office with greedy little smiles on your face and you're not willing to talk to anybody that's actually spending money on your product is so Bush League. That is so Bush League. You got to put yourself out front, and you got to do something better for collectors on your way out, dude. The way that the hobby has gone has been your fault to this point. You cannot just skate on over the fact that you put crappy relics and cards that basically, I mean, essentially it's not player used in a game anymore, or even player worn sometimes. It's just a random t-shirt or a random jersey that you get put in a card. You got wrong auto stickers being put on cards. You've got so many different scandals that have come out through Panini over the years. Come out and address it. Oh, you never do. And that's why Fanatics came in the dead of night and was able to negotiate a deal with NBA and NFL Players Associations for those rights right over your head. Good job, guys. But then you got Sports Card Investor just bringing Tracy Hackler on, being like, well, what about the kids' crates? Ask some harder questions, brother. Come on. You have the access. I respect the access that you have. Use it. Damn. No, Jesus Christ says they'd never. You're right. Matt Skinner says, I mean, sitting here complaining, but just waiting for product to drop. So we're the problem because we don't stop buying until we stop buying. I hear what you're saying, Matt. Getting cards is essential to the hobby's experience. And yeah, at some point, you kind of do have to make the decision, all right, well, should I just stop buying from Panini? The problem isn't so much the retail that they're selling. I mean, it is, but it's also hobby boxes being priced at a $1,500 to $2,000 price point as well. That's nuts. And you don't hear Panini address. Aren't making as much of a difference in their business as, a hobby box that it costs $150 to print and sell, and they're making $600, selling at wholesale cost for $700, $800, $900. It's just nuts. Just nuts. All right, guys, 5:05 Pacific time, 8:05 East Coast time. Mansa says, well, hello, everybody. D Sizzle says, thanks for the info, but you don't need to sell the benefits to these guys about the red card. You do an amazing job. The application must read terms and conditions upon signing the card. Does anybody read those, though, D Sizzle? Does anybody read those? I don't read the application terms. I mean, for credit cards, I do, but for like the debit card, that's quick and easy. Just sign up and get out. Duck says, the fact that they do not label the per pack odds is criminal. They rig retail packs. Yeah, Duck, I do agree. That is something that I've pointed out for quite a while. And I mean, it's something that I don't know if I did a video on that people would actually respond to or what, but it is super frustrating that Topps does print the pack odds on their boxes and Panini doesn't. And it makes you wonder, guys, if there's a reason Fanatics bought Topps and they didn't buy Panini. I don't know. I wonder what the skeleton of both of their businesses look like. Obviously, Topps has been around for a lot longer, so they have a much stronger foundation, even if they have done business wrong and were able to get outbid. You know, they haven't done things correctly, just like Panini. However, their foundation, their name in the business has been around a lot longer than Panini's. Panini, a much newer company in the past like 10 to 20 years, essentially really becoming a big thing. But I would be interested to see what the skeleton of Panini's business looks like, because I would champion that it's probably not great. And my basis for saying that goes to something pretty simple, guys. Our customer service experience with redemptions and with any cards that we have damaged or anything. Apparently, and Tracy Hackler actually admitted this, I think it was in an interview with Sports Card Investor, saying that bad employees and lazy employees that essentially said that they entered cards in the system that they had redeemed for people that actually weren't redeemed ended up pushing their systems back. So bad, lazy employees ended up setting Panini back years, and I'm assuming that they don't have many, like, much less lazy or people that are much smarter running things right now, because there is such a backlog and there are still people waiting a year or two to get those redemptions. It's ridiculous. Larry D says almost all boxes, whether hobby or retail or crapshoots, you almost never get a fourth of your money back, and the hit of the box will be a super random vet or boring rookie. Yeah, Larry D, that's frustrating, and I do agree that if that is the way that the hobby's going to be going forward, guys, you know what? I would probably at some point come to grips with that and tell y'all, you know, hey, knock it off. Don't buy these cards, because it is just going to be most of the time some random crappy veteran. But I still have faith with the big money coming into the hobby, and with Topps and Fanatics kind of pairing up, and Topps being the ones that add the odds on the back of their boxes and kind of let you know what those print runs are. You can kind of do the math backwards. Scotty B does that really well, guys. Go check him out here on YouTube. He always has a great video coming out exactly about like what rookies are hot, what cards you should be after, what the sizes of print runs are, comparing print runs year to year. A lot of good content on Scotty B's channel. Phenom says, pushing the blame onto other people. What a surprise. Talking about Tracy Hackler's comment, saying that it was the bad employees that made their redemption system so crappy and as backlogged as it was. Yeah, Phenom, not surprising at all that they did that. Not surprising that Hackler did that indeed. And of course, he claimed, oh, those people are fired now, so we're doing better. And they're not. They're not. Ben says, Schultz getting in one of your breaks for this Sunday. I appreciate you, man. Says, any discount codes? LOL. There is a discount code if you do join the Super Fractor tier. Actually, guys, really cool. Offering up something pretty similar to Run Good Life and Tri-City Pulls and Hitman Rips now. Going to be offering a membership level where you basically get a spot in a drawing for a free spot in your break, or in a break each week on Schultz's Card Pulls. It's $24.99 a month, as well as the drawing in our member giveaway every month as well. And that, along with all that, comes with a 5% discount code. So yes, you do at that level get a discount code, brother. Bob C says, Pokemon is where it's at. Phenom asking if Contenders Football Blasters are worth it or no. Phenom, I would stay away from the Blasters. If I were you, I would look for a Mega, Contenders Football Mega, and I would rip one of those. I'm probably going to rip a couple on the channel to review them, but I'm going to stay away from the Blasters. That's just my opinion. Some people pulled some bangers out of the Blasters. I think somebody in here earlier said that that Jamar Chase RPA variation was out of a blaster, and that was a redemption card. So you can pull some bangers, guys, but of course more cards and better chances and more guarantees come out of those Contenders Football Megas. So I would just hold off and buy a couple of those instead of blasters. K Bacon says, I will say, y'all complaining about a 6-month redemption. I've been waiting a year and 2 months for a single PSA return. That's ridiculous, K Bacon. I mean, I have, if you want to talk about redemptions, guys, I had a DD Gregorius redemption that has long expired, but Panini has said that they take expired redemptions and they will either offer you points or a card of that value. So that's a pretty nice deal, right? Well, you go and you put that redemption in, and unfortunately, they don't get back to you for now. I am on 19 months that Panini has not gotten back to me about this redemption. Just absolutely nuts. All right, guys. 5:11 Pacific, 8:11 East Coast time. I'm going to let y'all get on out of here. I appreciate every one of y'all hanging out this morning, but it is time to let you get about your morning. Go take care of the families, the wives, the kids, the husbands, the aunts, the uncles, the grandparents, or yourself. Go to work, go to sleep, do what you got to do, go to school. Appreciate every single one of you hanging out with me this morning. I will be back bright and early next Tuesday for what should be a guaranteed restock on Target.com. Should have a lot more people in the chat. And hopefully, guys, after the last 2 restocks have been pretty wacky and, in my opinion, mostly terrible, other than that the Chrome Sapphire update. Now it will be a month ago. Excited to see a turnaround of some better items on Target.com next week. And once again, guys, check out my breaks coming up on Sunday. Appreciate it. Schultz'sCardPulls.com. Have some spots available still in both my basketball and football break. And hopefully see you all there. And have a lot of giveaways as well. And as I said, guys, have a membership tier now that offers a chance at a spot in a break every single week. So I hope you all check that out. Thanks, everybody. Getting on out of here. Go about your days, but make sure you are all safe out there. It's still nuts. And hold on to your wallets. Inflation's high. All right, everybody. Hopefully we'll see a fat restock next Tuesday on Target.com. Schultz's Card Pulls.